Well, I know I'm just eating more, so shouldn't I just eat less and then that will resolve the issue? If only it were that simple. So let's get into a little bit of the science. Your weight is determined by subcortical or subconscious brain systems. You don't have access to this. So to try harder is a self-defeating strategy because it's not changing the activity of this part of the brain. And before you go, I don't believe you, this part of the brain also regulates other vital systems like sleep, breathing, thermoregulation, and you might add, oh, hey, I can modify the way that my breathing works or my sleep works, but what do you know over the long term? Over the long term, if your body wants you to sleep, what are you going to do? You're going to sleep. Over the long term, if your body wants you to breathe and you're holding your breath, what will happen? Well, you'll breathe. I promise you that. Over the long term, if you're too cold, what will your body do? It will try to compensate. It's not about trying harder. You can try to modify these systems or modify the end product of these systems. But ultimately, these systems will work to fulfill their jobs. And their jobs are to be regulated as a homeostatic system. And so that's why people are pursuing very self-defeating strategies. Because ultimately, these systems operate autonomously without your input. And it is why legacy treatments like just dieting harder or eating more don't work. And the great example of this is when a bodybuilder diets down for a show. What's the first thing they all say afterwards? Oh my gosh, I'm starving. I ate 8,000 calories afterwards. That is the direct product of this system. It is not natural for them to be at that weight. Their body is doing everything it can to get them to gain the weight back. Ultimately, over the long term, on average, your body will win out, and these biological systems that are deeply rooted in our evolutionary survival will win the day. So it's not about working harder. It's about time we start working smarter.